A live look between the hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens. This is one of those benchmark opportunities for both teams. A mid-season top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Drops back. It's Bentley. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Looking for space. It's Phillips.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Ready? 180. Let's go.
From the gun. Quickly to the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Phillips. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Second down, gonna throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Georgia! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He gets across the 20-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 23. Long way to go on second down. Quarterback keeper. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Looks it in. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get...
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Sells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Keeps it on the option. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Bentley. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion right now. Up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And they can't make the connection. Second and long here. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. He'll be thinking about that one, almost an interception.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Looking down the middle. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got a little space. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line them, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
He'll keep it on second down. He's got the first down. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Sooners come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to the run, it's Blaylock. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
There's just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Look out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for room, it's Phillips. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big...
Into the secondary on the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. From the gun, looking for a man. Just a short pass to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Running inside, it's Blaylock. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. He's going to take off. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blaylock. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. And the Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a gap. It's Phillips. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Hands it off on the counter. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. And Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Robinson. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Bentley. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
The Sooners send out the punt unit.
Man, it looked like that was a house call. He made the first guy miss. It was going to the house. He was going to score a touchdown. And then, man, what a big turn of events. Talk about shifting momentum. He coughs it up, gives it to the other team.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wideout. Keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. situation. What a big third down stop by this defense. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll need a bunch on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for a deep man. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Short pass. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Runs through the tackle. He's down immediately, but they convert on fourth down and keep the drive alive. Here's a first down, but there is no time to lose as this offense gets to the line quickly.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Making the adjustment. Back to throw, time running short in the half. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Bentley. It's complete on the right side. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's carry on. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Just enough time for one final play in this half. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. They get the timeout called here and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. Let's get things popping this week with Kentucky taking on the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's Kentucky who win it on their home turf. They take pride in protecting their dirt, so to speak, and they did so today.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up.
Moves them to 7-1 on the year, an awfully good start so far. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to go up top on second down. Still looking to his right. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Bulldogs come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the ground, it's Phillips. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The give to the back. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Dogs have their offense in high gear. Now they'll run it to the right here. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Running it to the right. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And they finally get their first sack of the day. And one of the things coaches point to every week, how many times are you affecting the quarterback? Last week, they got 3 sacks. They got to continue to put more and more pressure on the quarterback to play better defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the red zone, it's Phillips. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Wanting to move the chains, here comes Georgia on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Leaves it with the back. Runs into a wall. They'll give it one out to the 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough for the first down. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It's reverse. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Takes a hit as he fires. Gets rid of it.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lets one fly deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on 4th down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Fields the punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Snap wants to start the drive with a pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job showing you his...
He's sacked. Took him a while to get there, but you have got to get the ball out in that situation. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. Gonna run it. It's Blaylock. Got the 1st down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Rolls right. And he gets rid of it.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
That's reeled in. It's Blaylock. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lofts one down the sideline. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. Georgia sends out the punt team.
On to punt it away.
On the return. He's brought down. Not a lot of room to take that one back. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Moves to his right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The screen, he can go. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. Looking for room. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
2nd down, gonna throw it. He's got him this time. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already...
He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
2nd down, gonna throw it. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you needed some consistency up front.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snapped on 4th down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Now he's looking into the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. Here's Robinson one more time. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Xavier Robinson. Stopped right there.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Next, going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown Sooners. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. getting aggressive here and going for two. On play action. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Phillips. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. This time they'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Drops back on first down. Finds his tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Working the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. The 40. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma. The defense putting points on the board. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a crease. It's Phillips. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot